Hello. Welcome back to yet another stream. Let's see if my camera's going to focus. It doesn't look like it wants to. There we go. Good enough. Alrighty. So today we are going to be continuing with Sandman yet again. We're starting a new arc today. This is the second arc of this book. I don't know if there's a third one in here. I kind of doubt it, just because we're about halfway, or actually we're not even halfway through the book yet, but I doubt we're going to get a lot more. Maybe there is one more arc. I'm not too sure, but we'll just have to wait and see on that. Because after this, I'm pretty much going to be blind. I don't remember anything after this next arc, so we'll have to wait and see on that. But not sure how long this arc is either, but for now, I'm going to shoot for maybe 2 issues right now and see how we're feeling after that. But last week, or actually 2 weeks ago now, we read a one-shot, which was about him meeting a leader of what was called the First People. It was like a tribe of people, and we got to see it through the lens of a story being told to a young man by his grandfather. And it was just the story of how one of their ancient leaders fell in love with Dream, and then from there all of her people died, and then I believe she killed herself at the end of that story or whatever. And then on the way to death, she then denied becoming Dream's bride like a third time. And then after that, that's when Dream imprisoned her in hell, which is what we saw, I believe, in issue number 3 of the series. So we saw that a bit earlier in the story, and so this was just kind of filling in all those blanks there. And then the story before that was the conversation with Death, I believe. I believe that's what we had right after that. Yeah, so we had the story with Death, and then obviously before that it was like the climax for the actual story. Yeah, by Dream I mean Morpheus, because sometimes they call him Dream. He's the Dream King. He is the King of Nightmares. He's Dream. He's Morpheus. He has a bunch of different names. Yeah, I believe he's also called Oneris. I don't think we've heard that name yet in the story, but that's his Greek name, I believe. And then another name was the one that we had last week. I forget what the First People called him. But yeah, he's had a bunch of names, but he was called a lot. He was called Dream quite a few times, right? At least I believe Death called him Dream a few times. Anyway, we can jump into it. We are on issue number 10, so hopefully you guys can find that, and we'll start in a second. But yeah, before we begin, anything else you guys wanted some clarity on for that? I think that was everything that we had watched, or that we had read so far. Yeah, this is the cover for this week's issue, or the first one that we're going to be reading through. Just looks like a person with a cross earring. And yeah, let's get into it. Let me go to this corner, I guess. All right. This chapter is called The Doll's House. There's only one thing I see in the twilight realm of desire. It is called the Threshold, the fortress of desire. Desire has always lived on the edge. The threshold is larger than you can easily imagine. It is a statue of desire, him, her, or itself. Desire has never been satisfied with just one sex, or just one of anything, excepting only perhaps the threshold itself. The threshold is a portrait of desire, complete in all detail, built from the fancy of desire out of blood and flesh and bone and skin. And like every true citadel, Since time began, the threshold is inhabited. There is only one occupant at this time, Desire of the Endless. It contains two, eardrums larger than a dozen marble ballrooms. The threshold is far too large for just one person. And empty, echoing veins like tunnels. You will walk them until you grow old and die without once retracing your steps. Given Desire's temperament, however, there was only one place in the citadel of its body to make it home. Desire lives in the heart. Okay, we see Desire looking at a screen, just standing in the corner, I guess. Walking about. Walking up to a bunch of little statue things. Big brother, I am watching you. I gotta say, Desire kind of reminds me of the Joker with like how white the face is. It looks like face paint, to be honest. Attend, sweet sibling. I stand in my glory and I hold your sigil. Will you talk to me? Is that a hook on a ring? I am always ready to listen to you, Desire. Talk. I have news. Read news. Real news. The prodigal has returned? What? Oh, him. No, he's still missing. No, I speak of Dream. You seek to snare him in your machinations again? Desire, the elder three don't play our little games. It won't work. It can't work. It didn't work last time. No, it didn't. Nada was a mistake. But things have changed, my love, my twin. There's a dream vortex. The first for a very long time. And it is a woman. Ah, so we wait. Are we not endless, Queen of Despair? Yes, we wait. I see. Just perhaps, Tell me no more. I must think about this. Goodbye. Farewell, my twin. Is there something you crave? Something sexual? Something precious? Someone special? Anything? Then you have felt it. It's there, in the longing, in the lust. The breath of desire. The caress of the threshold. Mom woke me up when we were coming in for a landing. My legs were cramped, and I felt generally shitty. Wake up, Rose. Oh, Rose, wake up. Wake up, Rose, honey. We're almost there. Fasten your seatbelt. Mom? I had such a weird dream. There was this huge, fat British guy, and these women, and we were living in this house. You were in the dream, and I found Jet again. Mom wasn't interested in dreams back then. Rose, just fasten your seatbelt. This airport, Gatwick, is it near London? How should I know? Gack. Tastes like something died in my mouth a couple hours back. Yeah, I got some breath freshener somewhere in my bag. It's so green. Look at those fields. Our first time in England. It's not your first time, Mom. You were born here. It was a long time ago, hun. I was just a tiny kid when Mom and Pop went to the States. I don't remember. I just saw your message, Janet. It took about an hour for us to get our bags and clear customs. God, a cigarette, finally. Mom, it must be the guy who's meeting us over there. Hi, are you the attorney we're supposed to meet? Mr. Holdwell? It's Holdaway, madam, and we call ourselves solicitors on this side of the Atlantic. May I take it that you are Miss Walker? Who else am I going to be? I'm Miranda Walker, and this is my daughter Rose. Hi. He was like something from a masterpiece theater. I could tell Mom was impressed. I wasn't. Listen, now that we are here, can you finally tell me what this is all about? It's not that we're not grateful. Free holidays in England don't grow on trees. Let me help you with your luggage, Miss Walker. My client will explain everything very soon. Now, if you'll both come this way, the car's in the parking lot, through here. 5 minutes outside the airport, and we were driving through the British countryside. I was underwhelmed, but Mom seemed to like it. Wow, it's all so green. Must be all the rain, huh? As you say. So, so when do we meet our mysterious benefactor then, Mr. Holiday? Or Holdaway? Not Holiday. Holdaway? My client lives about 20 minutes from here. He must be very rich to fly us all the way over here for 2 weeks. Yes, yes, she is. She? Oh. I was so excited when I got your letter. I phoned Rose and I said, Rose, we're going to England. She thought it was some kind of practical joke at first. Isn't that right, Rose? Rose? Rose, that girl. Can you believe it, Mr. Holdaway? She's fallen asleep again. Whoa. I don't really. Okay, that's an interesting transition. It goes from like a normal panel and then you just kind of rotate along with it. That's interesting. Some cool paneling work, though. All I want is a list of the entities that reside here. Well. If you put it that way, there's me and there's the house itself, of course, and the bottle imp, and there is probably something unspeakably nasty in the sub basement. Um, but I don't ever go down there. Meep. Oh my. Oh dear. I seem inadvertently to have omitted my friend. It's called Goldie. Arkle. Okay. That's better. So you, Abel, check. The House of Secrets, check. Bottle Imp, check. Something nasty in the basement, check. And a baby gargoyle named Goldie. A new addition, eh? Thank you, Abel. Everything seems to be in order. And don't go spreading foolish rumors, eh? Merc. Yes, thank you as well, Goldie. 11,002, 11,003, 11,017, 11,018, 11,034, 11,035, 11,042, 11. Okay, I'm not going to keep counting. This is annoying. As I thought, only 4 big ones unaccounted for. I have completed the census, Lord. Oh, we're still going vertical. Okay. Oh, that's a big spread. That looks pretty cool, actually. That looks pretty dope. I'm not doing a British accent. I'm not going to do it. It's going to be horrible. Hello, Lucian. What tidings do you bring me? Some good, some bad, my lord. You have tallied them all, I presume. Yes, sire. There are 11,062 accounted for. Some minor night kind are missing, a few of the lesser dreams and creatures. There are also a handful of new entities. That is to be expected, but you said you had bad news. 4 of the major arcana are gone, sire. They are not to be found in the dreaming. Name them. Brute and Glob, of your palace staff, sire. They vanished a few decades ago, as I supposed to the fringes of the dreaming, but they aren't anywhere to be found. I never trusted them, Lord. It is not in their nature to be trustworthy, Lucian. Who else is missing? Well, the Corinthian. I see. That could well be bad news. The Corinthian is not the most social of nightmares. And the 4th? Oof, that creepy face. The teeth eyes. I don't like that. Fiddler's Green. He's not in the dream world nowhere. I checked twice. Fiddler's Green is missing? That is passing strange, Lucian. He is, after all, Vavasor of his own dominion, and always so reliable. I know, Lord. These are all disturbing absences, Lucian. I do not like this. Four puissant creatures escaped from the dreaming. I blame myself. Had I been here fulfilling my function? This was not your fault, my lord. No? Then whose? There is more news, my lord. Pure gossip amongst the night kind, of course, but perhaps, under these circumstances, it could be significant. On my travels, as I took the census, I repeatedly heard the same murmurs from the dream folk. There are rumors of a vortex, my lord. Perhaps you might wish to investigate. I have already done so. The rumors are quite true, Lucian. There is indeed a vortex, a true amulet, the first of the era. Then you must hunt for it, sire. It must be controlled. I need do neither, Lucian. There is no need to alarm yourself so. The vortex is she, not an it. If you look closely, you will see her observing us now, from the corner of the throne room. Perhaps one of our problems may prove a solution to the other. It was me. They were looking at me. That was when I realized that I was dreaming. Why, you are right, Lord. Quintessential vortex material, and she's so young. Rose, wake up, honey. We've arrived. Back to holding it normally. Wonderful. Huh. Gotta be this traveling another weird dream. Oof. Like a fairy tale, weird people, kings and goblins, looking at me. Come on, hun. You're still half asleep, we're here. Say, your client, does she own all this? No. Miss Walker, this is the private nursing home for the elderly. My client is a resident. Shall we go in? What's an amulet? A what? It's a kind of ring, I believe. Old word, an unusual thing to want to know. Where did you run across a word like that, Goldie? Or Girly. Goldie. Goldie's a gargoyle. I was right. Holdaway was a total bozo. I don't know. I think it was something in my dream. And please, don't call me girly. I'm 21, and I wouldn't have liked it when I was 10. I beg your pardon, Miss Walker. Miss Kincaid, your guests are here. Please come in. It isn't locked. I didn't know what I was expecting. Not her. She looked lost and fragile, like a little china doll. Weirdly familiar, and I don't know why. Hello, you're Miranda Walker, and you must be Rose. Come over here, darling, both of you. Let me look at you. I'm Unity. Unity Kincaid. Yes, oh yes. Please, both of you, sit next to me. This is my room. I thought briefly about moving it, but the Bedford Square house was sold a long time ago, and I've lived here so long. Over 30 years, they tell me. That's all I have left of the old house. Holdaways held on to it when the furniture was sold, along with a few personal possessions. I'm sorry about all this rigmarole. It was my own fault. I wanted to see you both, you see, and I thought perhaps if it were explained to you first, you might not have been willing to come, and I couldn't have borne that. Jack, leave us. Certainly, Miss Kincaid. I'll be waiting downstairs in the sitting room. I don't remember him, but I know his father, or perhaps it was his grandfather. Holdaways have been the family's solicitors since the 45 rebellion. Listen, Miss Kincaid, I don't want to be rude or ungrateful or anything, but what is this about? I'm not doing a British accent. I don't know how to do one. I want to sound stupid. Look in the mirror. Don't you see it, dear? I'm your mother, Miranda. I'm your grandmother. Uh, Wait, what? Don't you see it, dear? I'm your mother, Miranda. I'm your grandmother, Rose. Don't you see? You're you're mad. My mother she's dead. I knew my mother. This is crazy. I know. Shh, Rose, darling, can you please wait outside, please? I ought to talk to your mother alone. Miranda, just sit here, dear. Please don't cry. I have to show you some documents. It was true. I knew it was true, even if my mom didn't see it. But that kind of thing doesn't happen to you, does it? It happens to other people. So much was happening so fast. I wished I could remember my dream. There was a man in black. No, not black. He looked like he was dressed in the night. Psst. Hello? Hello, Rose Walker. Who's there? Do I know you? You're at a crossroads, Rose. Ha! You've learned so much today, child. Your whole family, my butterfly, together for the first time, except for your brother, of course. Jed, you know about Jed? Who are you? Names, names, names. Each name is but a single aspect of the whole. I keep looking over at chat. To be satisfied with the trinity you have. For example, you wouldn't want to meet us as the kindly ones. We can only caution you, sister. We can't protect you. Protect me? From what? From life, my posy, my poppet, and from more than life. From the things that hover beyond life, thrashing themselves against it, trying to get in. Daughter, beware dreams and houses. Who are you? Your voices keep changing. How many of you are there? Ha! I am 1 and 3 and many. But that was the wrong question, child. Ha! Now you're gonna have to find it all out on your own. Afraid we can't do any more than this time. A bitch, huh? Do any more at this time. A bitch, huh? I'm not sure which order I'm supposed to read these in. Is it just one column at a time? You know what? I'll do one column at a time. Had you asked the right question, I could have warned you against the Corinthian, told you of Jed and of Morpheus. Ha! Now you're gonna have to find it out all on your own. Afraid there ain't nothing more. I keep reading that incorrectly. I don't know why. Afraid we can't do any more at this time. A bitch, huh? Good luck, my sparrow, my daughter, sister, child. I don't get any of this. What are you talking about? What is this room? I am turning on the light. I'm turning on the light. Huh? A broom closet? Rose? Are you okay, hon? Sorry I startled you. Come here, baby. Seems your grandmother and I have a lot to tell you. Yes, it's all true, Rosebud. She's really my mother. Come here. We'll tell you about it. Nothing's the matter. I was ill for a very long time, dear. For a very long time, dear. I only came to my senses last year. Whilst I was ill, I had a baby. That was your mother, Rose. That was Miranda. My family arranged to have the baby adopted. When I recovered, I called on Mr. Holdaway. I told him I want to know about the baby. At first, he lied to me. Eventually, he admitted the truth. There had been a baby. I'm a very rich woman. We hired those aren't words. We hired private detectives to find the child. The trail was very cold, but there had been records. Eventually, they found Miranda. And you, Rose. I had Holdaway send you to the letters and the airfare, and, well, here you are. Is that dream watching? The whole family, together for the first time. Not Jed, though, I wondered. Had Mother told her about Jed? I'm almost 90, Rose, but I only really lived about 17 years. In a funny way, I'm younger than you. I I should give you something, shouldn't I? Here, something for you, a ring. An amulet? What? It's all coming true, isn't it? My dreams. What are you talking about, Rosebud? What's happening to me, Mom? The woman in the hall closet, she knew about Jed. She said I should be aware of the Corinthian. What's the Corinthian? The Love Inn Motel, Amarillo, Texas. The Corinthian. You want any more wine? You just ring room service, you hear? I will. You've been very helpful, thank you. That's good. You took my advice. Didn't go anywhere. Listen, mister. I said I didn't mind the kinky stuff, but listen, you untie me, man. I'll do whatever you want, man. Please, just Davy. I said we were only going to play, didn't I? Yeah, just play. That's right. No, 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 no. Now, Davy, it's playtime. Next. Moving in. Okay, that was the end of the issue. So, what do you guys think? Start of a new story. I guess there are a few new concepts. We met Desire. I don't think we met her before that, right? I don't believe she was mentioned before that. Perhaps? Question mark? Let me just check. Yeah, I don't think so. Yeah, I don't see any panels with Desire in there before this, so yeah. So, did you guys enjoy the introduction to Desire? Yes, they I did in fact read the word kinky. Yes, that's what this person just said as she was, you know, as a knife was brought closer to her face at the end of that issue. Yeah, the other things were the vortex, which we don't really know what that is yet. They haven't really explained, but seemingly it's something bad. And it seems like it's Rose, because obviously they were talking about her, and she was like, "They're looking at me. They're looking at me. Why are they looking and talking at me? This is weird. Is this a dream?" And then obviously also we saw the Fates appear as well, the three sisters, for a few seconds. Yeah, I believe. Yeah, this is a bit of a different story now, because, I mean, the first story was pretty much just, oh, I lost all my stuff. Time to get it all back. Get my power. Figure things out. We got like a little quest, but now this is like the realm has been fixed, right? It's all back together, apart from a few missing dreams and nightmares, but they're all like, big boy dreams, I guess. I don't know. They called them the major arcana. I don't really know what that means. I assume that just means that they're like the most powerful dreams, or the most powerful creatures that Dream had created. Some of them, or maybe the oldest, or I'm not too sure exactly what that um, explanation is, like what that naming convention is, because they called the other ones, a lot of the other ones, like minor arcana or whatever. So I guess those are just the names for the different dreams or whatever. That's just what they're called. But yeah, I'm excited to keep going. I mean, so far we got the reveal that um Unity Kincaid, right? Not sure if you guys remember this, because it was a long time ago when I read the first issue. I guess she would have been in the first issue. So Unity Kincaid, just as a reminder, they didn't really specifically say it like blatantly, but she was like a child in issue number 1 that fell asleep and never woke up, and then she was put in a nursing home, and then we saw as the decades passed that she was in the hospital first before the nursing home, but she was in the hospital, and she ended up having a child, and they were talking about how it was like a huge scandal that happened there, and they tried to cover it up and everything because, I mean, obviously she was sleeping, and they're like, how was she pregnant and all of that, right? um so that was a whole thing. But yeah, that's just so as just in case you didn't put that together, which I feel like you might not have, since it's been a very long time since we read that first issue. Um, she was a character that we had met before. She was just a child at the time. Um, and yeah. Anyway, let's go on to the next issue. Okay. This is an interesting cover page as well, or cover art. I'm not too sure who this is supposed to be. On the cover, it just looks like a dude um, kissing like another person's hand. It's interesting though, like there a lot of these covers have like an actual image, and then it also looks like there's some other mixtures of things in there where it's like maybe photographs or something that were like spliced together, or maybe it's just like hyper realistic artwork. I can't really tell, but it's been interesting to see like a lot of the art covers here. But yeah, anyway, let's keep going. Hi, are you Rose? Yeah, be right down. I'm Hall Carter, your new landlord. Come on in. Let me give you a hand with your bags. You're up on the second floor. That okay? Sure. Sorry, I was miles away. So, what do you think of Florida? Must be a big change after, where was it? New Jersey? Yeah, but I've only been back in the States a couple of hours. I spent the last week in England with my mom, and I haven't quite recovered from that yet. Ask me in a week. Excuse me, Hal. But we were wondering, are you going to be Dolly this evening? Because if you are, we won't bring Ken's mother back here after the show. We don't mind, of course, but Mom's very straight. Not like us, haha. Okay. I don't think Miss Dolly will be gracing us with her presence tonight, children. Ken's mother can come over with impunity. Now, Ken, Barbara. Now, Ken, Barbara, this is Rose. She's moving upstairs. Call me Barbie, Rose. Barbie and Ken. Isn't that a scream? Haha. Right. Yeah, well, hi, guys. Hello, new housemate. We heard the commotion and thought it proper to introduce ourselves. I'm Chantal. This is Zelda. Zelda and myself have lived here for 2 years. We possess the largest collection of stuffed spiders in private hands on the eastern seaboard. I would not want them as roommates. No chance in hell. Well, now. Well, now you've met just about all of us. Happy household. Except Gilbert. He's on the top floor. Here you go. I'm just below you. So in case of problems or unexpected attack from from the spider women, just bang on the floor. Thanks. This is sort of exciting. I can hardly believe I'm here. I hate to pry, but why are you here? I'm in your house because this is what the roommate agency found me at no notice. I'm in Florida to find my brother. I'm playing detective for my mother and grandmother. Your brother? What's he like? I don't know. He'd be about 12 now. I haven't seen him in 7 years. His name's Jed. Oh, there's a crow at the window. in the middle of a marvelous dream. Hold my hand, Jed, and we will fly. Oh, we are flying. Oh, I like how they're numbered. They numbered these panels just for simplicity, I guess. I cannot fly when I am awake. Do not let go of my hand, Jed, or you will fall. Hello, Jed. Watch out for the spooky bird. For Skooky Bird. Haha, it is our Skooky Bird. Oh no, it is the Spooky Bird. What? Okay. Um. Oh, okay. I understand what's happening. It is tickling my hand. Haha. Oh dear. Mother, save me. I'm falling to the ground. Oh. Shut up, you little bastard, or I'll really give you something to scream about. Jed bites the inside of his cheek to keep from sobbing aloud. He whimpers, nervously, deep in his throat. The floor is uncomfortable, and his bladder aches. Jed extends an arm to the wall, walks carefully through the dark to the corner of the basement. He urinates in the corner. The smell that rises from the hole makes him gag. Then he curls up on the damp dirt floor, under his ragged blanket, and, for a few more fleeting hours, Jed escapes. I fell on top of the brute's balloon. Now, Jed, Lita and I will fly down to my dream home, to my dream dome, and those scamps Brute and Glob must go back to their cells. Okay. Tap, tack, 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 tack. Dear Mother, hi, well, I've been here a couple of days so far. Hope you and Grandma Unity are fine. I'm staying in the house Unity's people found near Cape Canaveral. It's sort of weird here. I mean, I keep feeling like I've strayed into a remake of The Addams Family. The house and my room are great, but the other tenants... Okay, get this, Mom and Grandmom. Downstairs are a couple called Ken and Barbie. They're normal, terrifying, appallingly normal. Like they've gone through normal and come out the other side. The Stepford Yuppies. I don't know what that is a reference to. Right. The room across the hall contains the Spider Women. Zelda and Chantal. I don't know their last name. Nobody seems to know if they're mother and daughter, sisters, lovers, business partners, or what. They dress in white and collect dead spiders. Chantal says they have over 24,000. Zelda never says anything. I reiterate, I would not want these people as roommates. I definitely would not want that. I would be terrified. I only hope that their spiders are all dead. If I find a spider in my bath, I'm not going to check its catalog number before screaming discreetly and flushing it down the John. Upstairs is Gilbert. Gilbert, as far as I can tell, is a disembodied presence who haunts the attic room. I've heard his voice booming down the stairwell. Never seen him, though. What he was saying was that he wanted... Oof, had to yawn for a second. Been holding that in for a while. Been feeling more tired today for whatever reason. Ever since I had coffee. I had coffee this morning for the first time in a week. And since then, I was just like, yeah, I'm ready for a nap. And that was like 8 hours ago. When I had coffee like 9 hours ago. And like since then, it's been like that. Anyway. He was saying that he wanted Hal to bring him a 6-foot-long pencil since he was going to stay in bed for a week and wished to draw on the ceiling. Weird, huh? And he sounds British to me, Unity. Fruit Loops from the mother country. At least Hal, our landlord, is normal. Huh? That man, the gall of that, if he's so clever, what is he doing directing a drag show no talent man? He's cut my tribute to Sondheim and given an extra number to that slut Mitzi. I told him, Douglas, I don't care who you're screwing, but if Broadway Baby goes, then so do I. Asshole. Well, relatively normal anyway. Oh, another tenant showed up when I did. He or she is a big raven, I think, who's been hanging around outside my window. Hal says I ought to charge him rent on my window ledge. Yesterday, I went out to the lighthouse on Dolphin Island. I spent this morning in the clubhouse, going through the country records. This is what I got. When Dad died, and why couldn't anyone have let us know? I mean, I would have liked the option to refuse to go to his funeral. Jed definitely went to live with our grandfather, my father's father, Ezra Paulson, lighthouse keeper on the island. Grandfather, wish I'd met him. Sounds like a nice old guy. Looked like Santa Claus in oilskin in the photo. Looked after Jed, but Grandpa drowned about 4 years back. He was 82. So where's Jed? Don't know yet. And that's all I've got so far. I'll keep looking. All my love to you both, Rose. And then we got a raven. Seems to be flying about in some panels. Saying car. Yeah. That's as close as I'm going to get to a raven sound. Hello, Matthew. The surveillance goes well, I presume? Yeah. It gets kind of dull, though, peeking through the windows, and I kind of felt creepy, watching her like that. She's a vortex, Matthew. Sooner or later, she'll attract the stray dreams to her, and she'll be drawn to them. Just keep watching her. You are my eyes, Matthew. Sometimes I can feel you there, in the back of my head. It's really going to take me a long time to get used to all this. So, what are you doing down here on the shore? I'm creating a new nightmare. I have not yet given it a name. Do you have anything new to report? Nothing yet. Rose is still trying to find her little brother, sire. I doubt that anything connected with the vortex is coincidental, Matthew. I wish to know more about her brother. Get me a picture of the boy. I must see him to find him. I'd been in the town 5 days now. I'd found out more about Jed. He was sent to live with relatives when my grandfather died. My late father, the skunk side of the family. I had been to see Dolly's show. It was what Hal called himself when he was herself. I thought I knew the town, and I didn't. For example, I thought that the alley was a shortcut back to the house. Oh, you beautiful doll, you great big beautiful doll. Let me put my arms around you. I can never live without you. Nope, not at midnight it isn't. Hey, kitty cat, or kitty. You out after your bedtime? Here, kitty. Pretty kitty, wanna play with us, kitty? That is the weirdest phrase that you could have. He. Now, kitty, money first, then we do the thing. Snick. You got the knife popping out? Don't touch me. Kitty's got a temper. Gentlemen, it would seem to me that the young lady desires to retain both her purse and her honor. You'll excuse me if I intrude. Aw, shit. Run. Nope, not going to be able to run. Trip. Whack. Would you like to kick them, no, no thank you. These are nice shoes. Thank you. Thanks a whole bunch. My name's Rose. Rose Walker. Ah, the downstairs front lodger. The what? Say, you must be Gilbert. The man upstairs. I'm afraid I must. Gilbert. Is that your first name or your last? Indubitably. I could not have put it better myself. Miss Walker, would you like me to accompany you back to the house? Thank you. I went to see Dolly's show, our esteemed landlord's thespian endeavor. I must confess, I have not had the pleasure. It's fun, in a camp sort of way. They all sing Hello Dolly when he first comes on stage. You know, it seems like most of those guys had better legs than I do. And then back to this little dream. Thank you for helping me to save the world from the toad dancers of Pluto, Jed. When I have a baby, you will have a new friend to play with. Gah, go on, let us out. We will be good. I wonder what do these buttons do? You're so cute, you must play with me. There are so many of them. I don't know what to do. Oh no, foolish Jed, you've let out the verbal gerbils. Oh, help me. Oh, Mama, I wish I had not pressed the button. And then bite. Ow. Get off of me. Get off of me. Oof. That's rough. Stupid goddamn rat. Stupid. Oh, God. Oh, God. That's rough. Okay, just checking the chat real quick. Go on, Hal. I've got nothing to do while I'm waiting for the PIs to call. Please. Well, if you're sure, here goes. Okay, they're playing some music. Okay, now step, step, and turn, and step, ball, change, and come back here with that picture. You thieving, oh. Hello? Hello? Miss Walker, there is someone on the hall telephone for you. Hey, stop that. Oh. They did a different panel again. It's all straight across. That's annoying. Okay. I didn't expect that. I'll reread this page. Go on, Hal. I've got nothing to do while I'm waiting for the PI's call, please. Well, if you're sure, here goes. Okay, now step, step, and turn, and step, ball, change, and hey, stop that. Come back here with that picture. You thieving, oh. Hello? Hello? Come in. Miss Walker, there is someone on the hall telephone for you. Gang away. Well, what's the news then? Am I to infer, sir, that you are presuming that I might actually have inquired as to the nature of someone else's telephone call? Gilbert. Well, I believe the call comes from the PI Miss Walker had hired to find her brother. Successfully. Okay, and the bird's just flying off. Back to the dream realm. I like the differences between the art with like where Dream's standing. It's all just like more purple as opposed to like everything else. It has a nice dichotomy. Thank you, Matthew. This is strange. The boy is still in the realm of the living, but I cannot find him. I must return to the center of the dreaming, then wait in Eve's cave. I don't know why I was wearing this whole time. I'm literally not listening to anything. I must return to the center of the dreaming, then wait in Eve's cave, Matthew. I shall call you if I have need of you. There's more to this than meets the eye. Each human is connected to the dreaming. They spend a third of their lives in this realm. To break the connection would take power and knowledge. Slowly, methodically, I begin to search for the boy afresh. I wonder, fleetingly, which of them could be responsible? Fiddler's Green? Brute and Glob? The Corinthian? The Yellowhammer Motel, Birmingham, Alabama. The Corinthian. Hello. Is this Nimrod? I'm just a friend, one of your fellow collectors. I've heard on the grapevine about some kind of get-together for people who share our special interests. Uh-huh. I don't need to write it down. I don't forget things. Shoot. Okay. That's this weekend then? I'll be free. So where exactly? Georgia, huh? Nice state. Sure, I know that town. I know America like the back of my hand. I'm part of the American dream. A name to register under. Put me down as the Corinthian. Well, that's very kind you to say. I admire your work as well. As you just see him holding and fidgeting with some eyeballs. That's not creepy at all. It'll be good to meet some kindred spirits, indeed. No, thank you. Goodbye, boys. 2 more bodies. Well, I'll be back on Monday, Hal. I've rented a wreck for the drive down there. I've left my stuff up in the room. Oh, no problem, honey, and I'm sure I can find somewhere for your brother to stay when you two get back. Thanks, you're terrific. Seen Gilbert anywhere? I wanted to say goodbye. Not since this morning. Now take care of yourself. There are some crazy people out there. I will. And keep practicing the dance steps I showed you. I will. Bye. Gilbert, what are you doing here? I intend to accompany you on your travels, Miss Walker. I believe America is a very large and excitable place, and a young woman traveling alone could get into all sorts of scrapes. Witness the other night. I am here in my role as amateur knight errant. I have brought my sword, stick, and an ancient but serviceable revolver. Shall we be off? Oh, no, absolutely not, no way. What do you mean? He just wants to be protected, be your protection. He's apparently out on the farm with some relatives, my late father's cousin Clarence and her husband. Little farm in upstate Georgia. The private detectives finally traced him through Georgia state records. My little brother, I haven't seen him since my parents split up. Anyway, these farmers are claiming $800 a month for him from the state, so at least they'll be taking good care of him. Won't he be pleased to see us? Now the Sandman's whistle will stop your evil scheme, Dr. Lobster. Curses and double curses. Oh. Found him. How dare they? How dare they? Brute and Glob. Brute strength and base cunning. This is their stink of it, Lucian. How dare they? They sever this child from the dreaming. They are living in his mind, Lucian. They know the law, my law. They have wantonly defied it. Did they think they could hide from me? I do not know what game they are playing, but I know this. I am angry, Lucian, and it's my move. To be continued. He's back in his firing cape, or flaming cape, whatever. Or I guess it's just more of a shawl, not a cape, but still. And he's put on his alien mask, Interesting. I thought we were done with the alien mask, but I guess not. I really don't like the mask. It looks so weird to me. Like it looked okay the first time, but like this side view, it just looks like he's an alien. Come on. It looks really funny. He looks much cooler with just like his face. What time is it? All right, it's been an hour. Do we want to continue? I'm not sure. We can continue if we really want to. If not, I might actually just call it here because I'm kind of sleepy. But yes, this cape is really, really cool. I did really like the artwork. Also, the artwork for next week's cover is really, really crazy looking. I'm kind of curious about what that's relating to in the actual issue, but yeah. How about we just call it here because I don't want to keep yawning and feeling tired while talking. Yeah, it's a bit shorter this week, but that's okay. Hope you guys enjoyed. What did you guys think of the issue overall, or I guess both the issues? It's a brand new story. Starting to get a bit more. It's a little bit different from the show. They definitely made changes for the show, and I didn't remember some of this stuff, so I'm kind of surprised by how some of this stuff is going differently. But I am very curious to see how the rest of this plays out, what the next issue is going to bring, because I feel like parts of it I won't recall. It's been probably like a year to a year and a half, maybe more, since I read this stuff, so it makes sense. But like I sped through it when I was reading it the last time because it was really intriguing. But yeah, you will definitely see how this is adapted very soon. I mean, there aren't. I don't know how many more. Let's see. Wait, let's go back. Let's see. Just gonna check how much further we made it. It's in a completely different area. Okay, there we go. There we go. So I think we're halfway now, right? That looks about halfway. Maybe a little bit more than halfway, something like that. I doubt. I have a feeling that there's probably just going to be like a couple more one shots at the end of this, just based off of how the last story ended. I'm hoping that's kind of how it is. It would be cool to just have some more one shot stories here and there. But yeah. Anyway, I'll see you guys next week. Thanks for watching, and I hope you guys enjoyed. Later. Bye.